Alright, hello everybody, and welcome on back into Star Trek Online, where we're here once again with Captain Nalina, her Valleint Crew, and continuing on with the Prague, because it doesn't like being called the Furball for some reason. We respect the ship's decision. I still don't know why it does that. I don't know why the game considers Furball something that it needs to censor like that, but I will not question the will of the fucking the game. Almost done doing the last finishing setup shit. There we go. That's all set. Alright, we're doing the blue shift now. By the way, later I'm going to be posting on the Discord a poll to decide what's going to be replacing Star Trek Online when we get to the end of this, I think I'm just going to go to the end of this one because I do like this one. I'm not too sure about doing the next campaign after this, considering it's not technically finished. I might still do it, but more or less, once this campaign or the next campaign's over, and we've done everything there is, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be hosting a poll later today on the Discord to decide what's gonna be replacing it, because once the challenge runs over, there isn't much left to do with Star Trek Online. Like, we've done all we can.
You made it. Good. Ready to get started?
Ready and able, Admiral.
That's what I like to hear. Once we've made the transition to the mirror universe, we'll use some misdirection tactics. Turnabout's fair play, so we'll be engaging the Terrans at their version of Jupiter Station. During the chaos, your strike team will disembark on a Terran runabout and head for their primary space dock. Once you're on board, you'll conduct rescue operations.
Understood.
While you're extracting Ilea, I'll lead our starship force and keep the Terrans busy. Once you've sent the signal, we'll warp to Terra and collect you at the extraction point. From there, we'll make the transition back to this universe. That's assuming everything goes smoothly, of course. Be ready to improvise if the Terrans decide to complicate matters.
Of course, Admiral.
And speaking of Terrans, you'll need to beam our consultants from the mirror universe to your ship before we cross over. They'll be joining your team on the operation. They're standing by for transport once you're in range.
Understood. We'll pick them up on our way to the transition point.
This is the Juno. We've completed major repairs and are moving into formation.
Lita to bridge. The Marshal and I are on board and ready to begin.
The Innsbruck reports the portal device is charged and ready.
Alright, well, let's hope shit doesn't hit the fan. Oop.
Turing to fleet. We are in position and ready to begin.
That's everyone. Once you're ready, The Innsbruck will open the portal and will travel to the mirror universe.
Alright, open the portal.
Innsbruck to Fleet. The portal is open for business.
All right, we've got their attention. Let's see about keeping it. All ships, this is Admiral Janeway. Engage the Terran vessels.
Alert, all hands battle
Keep an
stations.
eye on long-range sensors. Once reinforcements are on, we'll begin phase 2 of the operation.
We need to hit them hard. Make them desperate enough to call for backup.
For a Terran, quickly. Here we go. Don't pull any punches. No, they won't.
Shields at maximum and weapons free.
Be sure to protect the Innsbruck. She's our ticket home.
Too hard to kill this space Terrans.
We did it. They're calling for reinforcements. The misdirection worked. We rattled the Terrans enough to call for backup. That gives us time to begin the next phase of the operation. You're up. Disembark on the Terran runabout and head to Terra at top speed. We'll remain here and keep them busy. Hopefully we'll buy you enough time to complete your objectives.
Good luck, Admiral.
Same to you. A word of advice. Keep an eye on your Terran teammates. Neither of them got to where they were in the Empire without the use of treachery.
That's good advice, Admiral.
We'll be waiting for your signal. Once we have it, we'll come to pick you up. Be ready to make a hasty exit. I don't think any of us want to remain at the heart of the Terran Empire any longer than we have to.
Alright, let's get a move on.
Next stop, TSD.
I forgot that runabouts have a warp core, so they can actually travel at warp.
Here's where the fun begins. Terran space dock, this is the runabout Nile. Request permission to dock.
Runabout Nile, you are clear to land. Flooring to the Empire.
All right, the easy part is over. Ready weapons and prepare to disembark. We need to keep them off balance. As long as they're scrambling, we'll have a decent chance of pulling this off. If we give them time to think, to organize.
Right, it gets a lot harder at that point.
So, let's get moving. We need to take operations and find out where they're keeping your Delta.
Move out.
Exocomps will make short work of the database security and ops.
They'd better, or this operation will end in failure.
Marshal Jane, here?
Who were you expecting? The ghost of Emperor Zorzo?
Look, the controls for the blast doors are over there. One of you exocomps needs to hack this door control.
Alright. Let's push on through.
Open the blast doors to ops before more security arrives.
Alright, let's get this thing open.
They changed the codes. Exocomp, get to work.
I'll crack that code like an egg. Those components
That was
didn't stand
easy.
a chance against me.
Security! They've made it to us!
Clear the room. Let's get what we came here for.
And here I was, hoping Quinn would be around so I could relieve him of his duty. Permanently. You know, I thought this would be a lot harder. Okay, exocomps, time to earn your pay. Crack their security and find out where they're keeping Starfleet's hairless wonder. It'll be up to us to keep the security teams off of them while they work.
Roger. As usual. That should hopefully make Travell last more than 5 seconds. Knowledge, ray weapons.
Make sure the terrorists don't make us go through and disappear, okay?
Yeah, the old Kobayashi Maru, please.
Hey, a little less sass and a lot more hack in it for brains. This place is gonna be crawling with Terrans real soon!
I'm working on it.
Help! I'm taking care of you. They're pulling me full of holes over here.
Ah! Stasis.
Okay, we're in. Let's see where your super cyborg is, shall we?
I forgot to do my admiral ship.
Founder, Ilea is on deck 74 in a security station. Not good. We all know what happens in one of those, and it usually begins with an agonizer boost.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a moment. Don't worry, we'll save her in a moment. I'm just gonna throw all of you guys into that. Just to get that out of the way. And we need to
Damn
hurry.
right we do. If they lock the station down before we get there, it's all over. For her and for us. We need to get out of here. There's a turbo lift in the main concourse we can take to reach deck 74 quickly.
Understood. Let's get to that turbo lift and head to
Exocomps,
deck
get
74.
back to the runabout and get her ready for a quick getaway.
We'll keep the engine running, Admiral.
Did you hear that? She wants me to pilot the runabout.
Over my dead chassis? You can barely fly yourself, let alone a runabout.
There she is.
Ah, yes. Voyager. The terror of the Delta.
Indeed. And I will. Mark my words.
Bassist again.
They'll be tracking us by now. Stay sharp.
Keep moving. We can't give them time to focus.
Roger. Let's move it, people.
Heads up! Security's beaming in!
We have them now. They're trapped.
So much for being trapped.
I cannot say. Did we ever lower the standards for security?
I'm sure he didn't. Probably. Maybe. Oh shit. Travell got knocked out. Good job, guys.
Nobody gets through. Captain Tilly's orders.
Son, my phaser outranks Captain Tilly, and it says you're released.
Okay, I'm feeling that thing. Brutal.
Ah, shit. Soles.
Quickly, Ilea is on the other side of these doors.
with the cat dragged in. Sorry, Grandma. The Emperor's prize is staying right where she is.
Come on out. Let's settle this like Terrans.
Yeah, come on out so I can end you and take back my ship.
Yeah, hard pass. I have better things to do than tussle with a pair of old has-beens. Still, if you really want to fight, the Inquisitor is here to give you one.
Oh boy, it's evil Nalina.
There's only room for one of us in the universe, and it isn't you.
Not to worry, Inquisitor. My force field will make you quite invulnerable. Kumarte is shielding the Inquisitor. Get to that console to shut it down.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Shield disabled. Take out the Inquisitor.
I've made some modifications to the Agonizer here.
Beam in a squad. I don't want to leave anything to chance here.
Reinforcements incoming. Take them out. Tilly's machine is recharging.
Kumarte is shielding the Inquisitor. Get to that console to shut it down.
I'm working on it.
Shield disabled. Take out the Inquisitor.
Heads up. Tilly's activating her machine again. Tilly's machine is recharging.
Kumarte is shielding the Inquisitor. Get to that console to shut it down. Shield disabled. Take out the Inquisitor.
Heads up.
Fuck.
Tilly's activating her machine again.
Fuck.
Tilly's machine
Who's
is
not dead?
recharging.
Colas, get over here.
We have a problem. Several Federation vessels are approaching at high warp. Gee, took them long enough.
Heads up. Tilly's activating her machine again.
I have what I need from the Delta. Inquisitor, we're leaving.
This isn't over. Sooner or later, I will end you.
Perhaps you will, Marshal, but not today. Be seeing you.
We need to get out of here. I can set up a site-to-site transport, but we'll need to deal with the transporter disruptors in the room first.
Understood. Let's
Leda,
get to work.
get those transporter disruptors offline.
I'm on it. The sooner we're out of here, the better.
While she's working, enable Ilia's pod for transport.
Transporter disruptors are offline. We're all set. All right, we're good to go here. Ready to beam out when you are, Marshal.
Good. Prepare for transport. Time to settle a little personal business.
We made it. Wait, hold on. Where the hell is Marshal Janeway? Looks like the Marshal went into business for herself. Huh, typical.
Is Aaliyah aboard the runabout?
He's on board and stable, but we aren't going anywhere anytime soon with those hangar bay doors locked.
Exocomms, get out of here. We've got work to do.
It won't take long before Terran security traces our transporter signal here, so we're gonna have to move quickly. The exocomps will need to hack the terminals on the far side of the bay. While they work, we'll provide covering fire. Once the hangar bay doors are open, we need to get back to the runabout and take off before the hangar bay doors close and lock us in. I hope you're up for a fight. I don't think they'll let us go without a proper Terran goodbye.
I assume that involves a lot of phaser fire and destruction.
Here we go again. Escort the exocomps to the hangar door controls. Then, help me handle the security. Disabled one of the exocomps. Fix it, fast!
Why is your name Serial Killer? Who came up with this name for a fucking Starfleet exocom? I mean, it's spelled cereal, but still. It's a pretty strange name.
Hangar doors are opening. Let's get back to the runabout and escape.
Everyone in.
See? The Terran goodbye. Aw, sweet. They really don't want us to leave. But we're leaving anyway. See ya!
By the way, I'm more than sure that that runabout can't actually fit in a Constitution-class shuttle bay. Maybe in a refit Constitution shuttle bay it could fit, but not in a TOS-era Constitution shuttle bay. More because of the different doors that the two have for their shuttle bays.
We came as soon as we could. Unfortunately, the Terrans we were fighting at Jupiter Station decided to follow us. As you can see, they're out for blood. We're going to have to fight our way out of here.
Understood. All hands, red
The
alert.
Innsbruck needs time to charge the portal device.
Time's a luxury we don't have. Every Terran in range is closing in on us.
Following Voyager Edge, we've got your 6, Admiral. Juno complete. We'll give Innsbruck the time.
Protect the Innsbruck. Without her, we're not going anywhere. Time to go home.
Damn.
Going out fighting, eh? I would expect that.
Innsbruck, get that portal device online.
Face it, you're done. Make a smart move and give up. It's not gonna happen. We're not done until I get your torque off of my ship.
She's not yours anymore, traitor. The Emperor gave Enterprise to a worse.
Tactical. Engage approach and begin repair. Devices under foot. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay sharp. I'm also trying to take out the Enterprise.
Well, well. The aim's afoot. Target our enemies
Fire
and
at will.
fire at will.
Heads up! The Defiance is dropped on a cloak!
The game's afoot. Indeed.
Now that's something I wasn't expecting.
Nice to get to join us once. Your opponents owe me a pound of flesh. And I think that's every pound.
Fuck. That was some heavy hits. Oh, shields are starting to fail.
I believe I got enough fun.
Jabbing purple hot. You're still here? Kind of thick back.
Fuck.
Defiance under foot. Stay sharp.
Oh, that's cool having the two Voyagers flying in formation like that.
Helm, get us out of here now. Maximum warp.
You're just keeping my seat warm, Tilly. Enterprise is my ship.
Incoming!
Defiance under foot. Stay sharp.
Well fought. Perhaps my choice of allies was ill-informed. Watch your back, Inquisitor. There's an unhealthy number of knives pointing at it, including mine. Well, this has been an interesting experience, but I think it's time we parted company. You should return to your universe while you can.
That's the plan. What about you, Marshall?
For now, I plan on staying alive and making life as difficult as possible for Tilly and her lackeys. I'm not finished with them. Not by a long shot.
Understood. Good luck with that, Marshall. Prague out.
On that note, let's get the hell out of here. I've had my fill of the mirror universe.
Let's open the portal and get the fuck out. Been here long enough. Seen the sights, got shot at, you know, the usual. Only a little bit of shooting here and there. Nothing too major. Oh. That was a short trip.
We made it, and without any Terrans tagging along. Let's get Ilea back to Jupiter Station. She may require medical assistance.
Understood. Helm, take us to transport range from Jupiter Station.
You are in transporter range now. Prepare Ilea for secure transport.
Ilea's pod is reading all systems nominal. We're ready to transmit the secure transport protocols.
Initiate secure transport protocol.
Protocols verified and confirmed. We're ready for transport.
Alright, we're beaming her over now.
Ilea is secure on Jupiter Station. Please come alongside Voyager. Ilea's in good hands. The medical team on Jupiter Station will take good care of her. I'd like to go over things with you on Voyager. Let's see if we can make some sense out of all this.
Understood, Admiral. I'll beam over once I'm down in the transporter room.
I don't like leaving unfinished business behind. Tilly still has my ship. And Kumarke's still breathing. That needs to change soon. Still, if Marshal Janeway can get her ship back, so can I. Who knows? Maybe we'll team up. Be outlaws together. Stranger things have happened.
Indeed, especially over the last few hours. You enjoying your coffee, Admiral?
It won't be easy for my mirror counterpart. She's practically a pirate now. And I suspect the Terrans will do all they can to make an example of her. Based on what I've seen, they've got their work cut out for them.
Indeed they do. The Marshal is very tenacious.
The good news? We pulled it off. Bad news? Terrans don't like to lose. They'll be back. Trust me.
Let them come. Jupiter Station was a wake-up call. Next time, we'll be ready. They needed Ilea for something. But for what?
Oh hey, that new version of the Ober.
We still have a lot of unanswered questions. And I don't think we're going to like the answers.
Was there a plant on fire in the background of that last shot?
Vita, the other is coming. The other is coming!
Feel like they could have done something better for that line there.
Nice work out there. Ilea is safe once more. We need to learn more about the Emperor's objectives. To that end, agents of Starfleet Intelligence are joining forces with covert operatives from our partners in the Alliance. They'll be conducting operations in the Mirror Universe and, with luck, we'll have intel on the Emperor's plans soon. I'll contact you when we have more information. Until then, stay safe out there.
Congratulations, Admiral.
They gave me a right. Neat.
There's been a breakthrough in our efforts to learn more about the Terran Empire's operations in the Mirror Universe. Our intelligence forces would like you to be a part of the plan going forward. Report to our intel agent on Jupiter Station. They'll have more details for you there.
Alright. Anyway, talk to the Azura too. Bank. And we're gonna just throw all of this shit in here. All this random shit in here. Just so that way then I have some fucking space for 5 minutes. I haven't done this in like fucking forever. We're just gonna clean up shop. Everything that I'm thinking of maybe keeping for potential rainy day, into there it goes. The rainy day collection. Look at how much space we have now. Look at all that valuable inventory space that I now have. It is nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, I forgot to refine my dilithium again. I always forget to do that. It's always the dilithium. Specifically the dilithium. Let me just refine my dilithium. There we go.
Welcome to Jupiter Station. You'll pardon me if I dispense with the usual formalities, but the urgency of the situation demands it, I'm afraid.
Understood.
If you'll follow me, I can show you to the briefing room. Our partners in the operation are waiting for us there.
Very well, lead the way, Commander.
The briefing room isn't far.
Man, this must be really in a hurry.
Aelia regained consciousness recently.
I shall torment this AI. This is what they get for walking slow during escort shit.
Strangely, she's asked to speak with you. Quite urgently, I might add.
Hey.
You've arrived. We can now begin.
Who are you?
I am called Aelia. I am a part of Vija, and speak on their behalf.
Some believe Aelia to be dead.
I am that which was Aelia, and more. Evolved. A part of Vija.
Why are you here?
Vija sense the other, alike and yet different. A dark reflection. Where Vija once wished to merge with their creator, the other wishes to punish their creator for abandoning them to the void.
What does that have to do with us?
Vija believes the other is being sought by those you know as Terrans. They believe the Terran leader wants to use the other for his own purposes, including conquest. Vija does not want this. I am here to help you prevent that from happening.
Okay, how'd you
Through
get here?
Vija, I am able to move over great distances. The greater the distance, the more energy it requires, and the greater effect it has on me. When I was with Vija, we were very far from this universe. Traveling here came at great expense to me.
What is the Emperor's plan?
The Emperor knows that I am a part of Vija, connected. Somehow, he was able to redirect that connection to the other. The Terrans injured me. Instinctively, I called out to Vija. Only my calls were not heard by them. It was the other who heard me. And it wants to know more. It searches for me now.
So he used you as bait.
A crude term, but applicable. I believe the Emperor wanted to use my connection to lure the other into a trap, but I do not know why.
What is your plan?
I will go to the other. I will communicate with them as I would with Vija. I will try to reason with them, to soothe their rage, and prevent them from falling victim to the Terrans.
That sounds dangerous, even for you.
The other is powerful and angry. They may not listen. I can only hope that, in learning of Vija, they realize they are no longer alone. They may find hope.
I hope so, for all our sakes.
Do you have any more questions?
No, that'll be all. And there she goes.
That was quite the feat. One hopes a trip to the mirror universe is not as taxing as a trip here, from wherever she was with Vija.
Agreed.
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm not big on placing my faith in one person. Even a bald demigoddess from another dimension. So, what are we gonna do while she goes off to confront the other?
That's a good question.
Indeed. I'd like to begin with an intelligence briefing from one of our allies. They're a member of the Coalition, a resistance group in the mirror universe. Mr. Valleint, if you'd care to join us.
This should be interesting.
Thank you, Commander, all of you, for your time. You're gonna want to hear this.
You have got to be kidding me. This guy? He's a glorified pirate.
Do restrain yourself, Admiral. Valleint has traveled a great distance at great risk to himself and his crew to deliver critical information on the enemy's activities. I'd ask you to respect that effort and hear what the man has to say.
Thanks, Commander. Something big is going down on a planet called Pavo. Our Pavo, to be specific. We don't have a lot of time, so I'll get right to it if everyone's ready.
Tell us what happened.
Most Terrans fear Pavo. They think it's cursed. Truth is, it's a curse of their own making. Years ago, they started brutalizing it, turned it into a monster. Then the monster turned on them. Needless to say, we were a little surprised when Tilly went to the Terrans' graveyard. Seems the Terrans got past their fear. And now, we have a new reason to fear them.
Welcome to Pavo, my own personal hell. Never thought I'd be in this wasteland again, but when the Emperor says go to Pavo, I go to Pavo. Better than going to an agonizer booth on the maximum setting. Not by much, but better.
Wait, you've been here before and lived?
Indeed I have, Sunshine, several times. The first time was a long time ago. My enemies managed to get me assigned to this system. Got caught in an ion storm and wound up in that universe near the goody-goody version of Pavo.
That sounds lively.
Oh, it was. I had a pretty sweet scheme in place there before some of the locals threw a wrench in the works. Managed to get away using Pavo's power. And much to my surprise, I wound up here instead of Risa. And I really wanted to go to Risa.
What happened next?
Oh, you know, fought for my life, barely managing to survive, haunted by energy ghosts, business as usual on good old Pavo. Things were looking pretty bad, but one day, surprise, the Emperor sent some advanced scouts here as part of this big scheme of his, and they found me.
So you were rescued then?
Oh no, some of them immediately tried to kill me. Bad move. The ones who survived realized someone like me who figured out how to weaponize Pavo, that someone might be worth something to the Emperor. And here we are.
Alright, enough reminiscing. We have a job to do. Let's get to it.
Let's just do this quickly and get it over with. This place sucks. I almost wish it was lush again, so I could burn it all back down.
Rise is overrated. Orion's the only place to party.
They're here! Open fire! Shoot to kill!
How did those terrorists manage to find us here?
They're more resourceful than you think. Clearly.
Let's take a look.
Ready weapons, then open fire!
I don't know what I'm examining it with, but I examined it.
Looks like these crystals are burned out.
Move out, and watch for Coalition forces.
for you to die, Imperial scum!
It is a good day to die, Terrans!
Yeah, these guys ain't doing too hot.
Ah, there's one. Looks like the forward team managed to get our gear hooked up before the Coalition goon squad got here. Better make sure it still works, though. One of those mouth breathers might have fiddled with it before we arrived.
I'll check it out.
Nice. Looks like it's working as expected. See, the guys who tried this before me just started blasting the crystals with agonizers at full power. Didn't work out well, did it? But me, I took the finesse approach. I was patient. I modulated the agonizer settings based on the response from each individual crystal, and voila! Success!
Well done. The Emperor picked the right person to lead our efforts here,
Your
then.
little helpers don't say much, do they?
They let their guns do their talking for them, unlike some people.
Oh yeah, pew pew pew. Fascinating conversations. Deep. Very deep.
It's her! It's Kelly! Shoot her! Shoot her now!
Oh, that nickname will never get old.
Even after nearly 2 centuries? Impressive.
Remind me, ladies and gentlemen, just hopping up here to gain the high ground.
Watch out! Ambush!
Why use gun when I can spam knife at them? Eat knife! Get back here. Eat knife. You, get down here. Knife. Looks like you brought a gun to a knife fight. Oh, hey, a bat whip. Cute. But you brought a big-ass sword to a knife fight. Hey, stop being dead.
Sounds like the advanced team ran into the Coalition punks. We'll need to tune the crystals ourselves.
Alright, everyone, stay sharp. Don't let them get the drop on us.
That's one squad down. Don't forget to activate the agonizer. Get that agonizer operational.
Time for some more knife play.
makes 3. You know what to do. All right, the agonizers are all 5 by 5. Let's make sure the central control system is still operational.
We're on it. Let's move out,
Let's make
squad.
this happen fast, Inquisitor. There's far too many Coalition goons around here lately. Okay, we're almost ready to go here. I need to calibrate the transmission settings, and then we should be able to send the Emperor's message out to deep space. Watch my back. We've come too far to fail now, and you know the price of failure in the Terran Empire.
Failure is not an option for us. You do your job, we'll do
I'd
ours.
ask you to surrender, but we all know that's not in the Terran vocabulary.
Oh, come on. Is the entire Coalition on Pavo Day?
Another skull for my trophy haul.
Sorry, but I got a knife. Oh, you have a knife too? Let's be knife friends. Oh, too bad. You didn't make it. Hey, man. How you doing? You want to meet a knife? It's nice to meet you. I'm not gonna continue on with the knife play joke. That was a one-time thing and it already went terribly, so we're just gonna ignore the fact that I did it. Pretend it never happened.
How does it feel, being a Terran lapdog?
I mean, I got this nifty voice box shit.
You won't get rid of me that easy.
I mean, I did stab you with a knife. Ow, fuck you.
I'm okay, all good. Just a flex. Keep fighting!
I don't think the Coalition is winning this.
Hope your affairs are in order, Terrans.
I hope yours are. I'm still stabbing you with a fucking knife. How's it feel? How's it feel being stabbed with a knife?
How does it feel, being a Terran lapdog? Take them down! Fire at will!
Just gonna keep stabbing you with this knife that is surprisingly effective. Oh, you got knives too? Oh, too bad that mine's cooler.
It's me. Get us off this hellhole, right now!
There you have it. Pavo was dangerous enough before, but now, I don't want to think about what the Terrans can do with its power. Something needs to be done. Fast. Based on the data we were able to collect before we had to withdraw, it looks like the Terrans are going to use the antenna on Pavo to send a signal into deep space. Somewhere.
Most likely to the other that Alita spoke
There's
of.
more. They set up tech to weaponize Pava. That antenna will turn into a planetary-based cannon of unimaginable power if we don't stop the Terrans. Something that strong might be able to hurt anything, even this other you're talking about. And it'll definitely make short work of any Coalition ship in its sights. Even a dreadnought.
Or any vessel in the Alliance fleet, for that matter.
I think we understand each other here. I know I'm a glorified pirate, but I'm willing to risk it all to stop these bastards. Are you?
I am. We are. We will do what needs to be done to stop the Terrans.
Well, I'll say this for the pirate. He can make a convincing speech when he wants to.
Indeed.
Yeah, enough about him. We need to get moving. You ready to go?
Let's beam up. Damn, we pulled out all the stops, several centaurs, and
the Coalition's
some
taking a beating here,
Mirandas.
particularly from the Terran flagship.
And they magically... Oh, wait, no, we still have the Miranda, but the centaurs magically got swapped out for the Valleint. Yes, the ISS Enterprise.
Aw, nice of Tilly to bring my ship out to this hellhole of a planet. One scratch on my ship's hull, one micrometeorite dent. Well, you know the rest. Murder, death, kill, etc. Let's get to work, shall we? Before the pirate and all his little friends are blown to pieces.
Only the fleet, go to red alert, engage the Terran fleet.
Coalition forces, this is Ray. The new arrivals are allies. Please don't shoot.
Let's hope the other pirates get
Federation, this Terran frigate is a feisty little dude. But to be fair, I also still don't have much in terms of weaponry, so the fact that it's still alive isn't that surprising. Get! Shields are down! Ow! Damn it. Alright, that's the first death of the, against the Terrans, I think. Not entirely. No, I think we have blown up at least once before, so this ain't entirely new. Oh, hey, all the Coalition pirates are dead. Very unfortunate. Shit, shields are down. down.
If only your ship had modified shields like Enterprise. Captain Tilly really is a genius.
Look, that blast from Pavo disabled us, but we're not done yet. I can use my command codes to use their transporters to beam a boarding party over to the Enterprise.
Surely they've changed your command codes by now.
The command codes they know about, yeah. Fortunately for us, I have a backup set of codes, and they damn sure don't know about them.
I hope you're right.
Take me with you. You need all the guns you can get over there.
Lita.
I have my doubts about this, but I suppose having some cannon fodder wouldn't hurt. Fine, the pirate can come too. Just stay out of my way and don't touch anything. Everyone ready to beam over?
Let's beam over. Rest of you, get the ship back online while we're off dealing with the Enterprise.
And we made it. With all of our atoms and such in the right place.
That trick will only work once. Now what?
We need to take control of the ship. And, you know, if Kumarke, Kili, or the Inquisitor are forced to shuffle off this mortal coil, even better. And, bonus points for all three, of course.
Stay focused. We can't stop them if we don't have a functional ship.
Helping Lita out with her personal vendettas is not what I'm here for. Settle your old grudges on your own time.
Aw, it's cute that you think you're in charge, pirate. No, I take that back. It's really annoying. Keep quiet while the grown-ups are talking. Now, let's take back my ship.
How do you intend to do that?
We're near engineering. Let's go there, disable security, take control of the turbolifts, and head to the bridge. It's high time I had a little chat with that treacherous purple hobgoblin after all. Her time sitting in my chair is about to come to an end.
Alright, let's get moving. Ready weapons.
I meant what I said about your vendettas, Lita.
Oh, and here I thought a pirate thug like you would want to kill Terrans.
Security to bridge! The traitor and her lackeys have arrived!
Defend engineering or die trying for the Empire!
You're lucky I don't have a knife. That's not how a warp core is supposed to
All
look.
right, see that engineering alcove? Use the console there to disable the security doors and fields. Pirate, you're on turbolift controls. We need control of those fast.
What will you be doing?
There's something very dear to me that I need to check on. It won't take long. That's it. That's the plan. Let's make it happen.
Very well. Work
I don't
fast,
like
everyone.
this, or her. She can't be trusted.
The feeling's mutual, pirate. Do your job, and this'll all be over soon.
All right, let's see if we can access the ship.
How very clever of you. It'll take a while to restore control over the security systems. Whatever shall I do to pass the time?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
How right you are. I believe I have just the thing to amuse myself. Be seeing you.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I, especially since she's loading shuttles with proto-matter bombs in the hangar bay. Knowing her, I fully expect she'll order those shuttles to target your ships. And, well, at least they'll die quickly.
That's not gonna happen. We're going to stop
Look,
them.
I get it, but every minute we spend not taking the bridge means that... Oh, never mind. You're not budging on this, are you?
Not at all.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Let's get to the hangar before it's too late.
Kill them all in the Emperor's name!
Yeah, you guys aren't doing too good of a job at that, are you? Still alive, still breathing after killing so many of you. Oh, hey, what are you doing in here? You're not supposed to be in here. And now you're dead.
Don't let them get past us!
Do you know how many of you Terrans have said that? Many of you. They don't live anymore, so, you know, they haven't lived to tell the tale about what happened. So, you know, fair play, you guys don't know that that line's already been used multiple times.
I don't trust Lita to deal with these bombs. I'll handle them. But I need you to cover me while I work, okay?
We got your back. Let's try not to have all this
Check your fire.
infighting,
Do
please.
not shoot the proto-matter bombs.
I don't know. I mean, that seems like a
Behind
very
us.
nice target to shoot at. I mean, I'd love to just shoot that proto-matter bomb there.
These bombs are disabled. Moving on to the next set.
Fucking colas.
Taking fire over here.
Come on, get him at some comms.
Another set done. Heading to the ones behind that runabout. On the upper level. That's the last one. I think we're done here.
Woo! That went well.
There.
Oh, I didn't read that. Oh well. Back to the turbo lift, everybody.
think you can repair.
I mean,
If I
we
had
did
a strip
just
of
push our
Latin
way
for
to
every
the,
time I heard that, I could buy a small moon.
No, you're not wrong. I could buy a small moon with that much platinum. To the bridge!
You're quite the persistent little swarm of gnats, aren't you?
Stand down, Captain. We won't ask again. Why does this bridge make TOS Enterprise noises? Anyway, stand down, Captain. We won't ask again.
How very polite of you. Since we're still being civil, let me speak plainly. You will not take command of this vessel, and should you try, you'll learn a very painful and fatal lesson. Do I make myself clear?
The console we need to lower that field is at the back of the bridge. Once it's down, you're finished.
We'll cover you. Get that force field down!
I really don't know why they put the console control for this outside. That seems like a bad idea.
There, the console in the back. Get away from that console! Allow me to introduce my latest Proto Matter-powered attack drone.
Kumarke's inner force field is still up!
Pull the isolinear chip to disable her command console. They're in the panel, in front of the helm.
I forgot how weird the Enterprise F is.
Drop that force field already!
I need cover.
What a damn nuisance!
We have to take out our drones first, don't we?
Oh, got it in one, pilot.
Kumarke's drones are down. She's vulnerable now.
Shoot,
More of those damn drones.
shoot,
Enough! The drones are down. Let's finish this.
Damn it, where's Tavel? Jet! Colas! Medical attention. Colas! You failed me again, Colas.
Damn it! She has drones again. The drones are down again. Take Kumarke out!
We're working on it.
Oh no, dear Lita. Oh no, no, no. If I can't have the prize, no one will. Computer, activate auto-destruct sequence. Authorization, Kumarke 00.
And she's dead.
We both could have had the prize. We could have had it all, but no. You wanted it all for yourself. Stabbed me in the back for the favor of a madman. Now you've paid the price for your betrayal. Hope it was worth it.
I think it's meant to be implied that those two were lovers for a bit.
I'm back. Computer, open a shipwide channel.
Or at least friends.
Attention all hands. This is Admiral Lita. Kumarke is dead. I am assuming command of this vessel effective immediately. If you disagree, feel free to step out of the nearest airlock and spare me the trouble of hunting you down. I have better things to do. Lita out.
No, the Chosen. We made it all the way to the end of the Klingon Civil War, and it was decided that for these last two sections, we're gonna let the Bunker Hill have a break, and it's the turn of the Furball, aka, because it doesn't want to be called the Furball, the Prague. This being the Tier 1 Zen Constitution class vessel. So it's still within the spirit of the challenge, it's just to change up pace for the last two campaigns. And to let the Bunker Hill have a fucking break from her long-ass journey through all of this bullshit. It's understandable. The Bunker Hill's still around. Just the Prague is taking up the torch for the last two. More because I think we've gone far enough with the Bunker Hill to prove that it can keep going. It's just I'm tired and I want a slight aesthetic change, so the Furball, aka the Prague, has stepped forward to be the substitution for the last two campaigns. Sorry if you're a bit disappointed that the Bunker Hill isn't going any further. Anyway, you have your ship back, Lita. I bet there's more to be done.
Damn right there is. I need to settle the score with the annoying Ginger who had the nerve to call this her ship.
Hold that thought. We're picking up a strange energy reading on sensors.
I made it.
Oh, hey, you're standing. Good. That's good. Good news.
It's too late. I did what I could, but I failed. The other is coming. Here. Now.
That's not all. There's a Terran fleet approaching at high warp.
My place is here, in this chair. You need to get back to yours. Ready to beam back to your ship?
Yeah. Alright. You have your command, Lita. Don't stab us in the back, please.
Damn, it feels good to sit in this chair again. Real good.
Focus.
Just can't let me have my moment of zen, can you? Fine. Let's deal with the Terran ship so that we can get down to Pavo and deal with our Tilly still breathing problem.
Be advised, there are more Terran vessels approaching. This may not be a fight we can win.
You have got a lot to answer for, Lita. I am going to make sure you pay for what you've done. Bring it, sunshine.
Terrans killing Terrans. In the end, you all have a knife ready for everyone else's back.
That's how it goes, pirate. Good guy done and the bio.
getting up there and so does Oh, let's get an extra chase from you guys, actually. Oh, it's dead now. Yeah, some ships over time in this game get their classes swapped out. Considered the nemesis of the Terran Empire. Good for us. I take that as a badge of pride, probably. Guys could really use some help with this battlefield here. Shit. Engines are back. They were gone for a moment, but they're back. It's alternate timeline cells. They've come to save us again. Always here to save the day or just show up at very inopportune moments. One of the two. They never are very consistent about whether or not they're going to actually save the day or if they're going to end up getting murked in the process. But hey, we have health again. And we're not dead. There aren't many advantages to the Constitution class Tier 1 other than the fact that it gets the extra engineering console slot. Slightly more health and slightly more shields. Not much more, but it is a bit more. So, slight advantage from the Constitution class here, but...
Are you seeing this? Something's
not
coming.
much more.
I'm detecting an energy surge within the entity. Reading 12 power energy.
So, the Emperor's true prize is revealed at last.
Oh. Hello. Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit, there goes our ride home.
Whoa! Looks like you're
canceled, and more enemy ships are heading our way.
I don't suppose you have any good news?
Not really, no. I suggest taking out those plasma energy bolts the other is firing, while we deal with the enemy fleet.
Understood. Moving into position.
Focus on the plasma bolt. Let us worry about the Terrans. Yes! Grab one plasma bolt. Nice shooting. Keep it up.
Oh, here comes another one.
You will be remembered, my friend. Forward. You will be remembered, my friend. Forward.
I'm working on it.
Get ready over there. The other is powering up a new volley of torpedoes, and that Terran fleet is about to arrive.
Understood. We'll be ready. The Prague will be ready. Nalina out.
Just a few ships left to deal with. Okay, the other is recharging. Give us a hand with the Terrans.
Oh boy.
That's the Emperor's ship. Look, if this is our last stand, let's do what we can to take that lunatic out, okay? Maybe that's the solution to the situation with the other we've been looking for.
Perhaps, but for now, let's focus on surviving her here. I mean... Prague here has been refitted with some fairly modern technology.
Strong. Our weapons have no effect.
Ouch.
It's the real Kobayashi Maru vibe here. It's been fun, guys!
Sorry we're late. Ready to get out of here?
What? Sorry. You survived?
Clearly. Let's talk on the other side, okay?
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here.
I'm guessing you have a few questions.
Alright, give me a moment. I'll be right back. I think someone's calling for me. Were you saying my name?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be down in a bit. Oh, you know, forgot that I can't, I forgot that muting myself on Discord does not mute me on this fucking, OBS, does it? It does not. I mean, she was a heavy cruiser at one point, and then she got reclassified as a light cruiser because other shit came along. But you know, indeed, we thought you were dead.
Well, the Terrans did their best, but it wasn't good enough. We were able to get away under cloak, but the portal tech was badly damaged. We started to conduct repairs, but that was slow going in hostile territory. Thankfully, we made contact with the Coalition.
They have a cloaking device? Interesting. Pretty sure that breaks several treaties. But I guess since the Romulan Star Empire exploded, there isn't really much of a reason not to let the Federation have cloaking technology anymore. Anyway, what happened next?
While we worked to get the components we needed to go home, we teamed up with Coalition forces to gather intel on Terran activities, especially those regarding Project Pharaoh. When we got wind of what was going on at Pavo, I was able to get a message through to Starfleet Intelligence. They asked me to remain and observe the Terran fleet movements while Valleint delivered the intel report.
Unfortunately for us, you were able to complete your repairs.
Indeed. Would have liked a better outcome over Pavo, but we're still alive, able to fight another day.
Agreed.
Let's go over all this on Enterprise. We might not have a lot of time before things get dangerous again.
Alright, let's beam over. One to beam over to Enterprise.
The other is conflicted, angry. No amount of reason would persuade them to stop, to be peaceful. They want revenge on their creator above all else. They believe the Terran Emperor can make that happen.
And that's why the other went to Pavo despite the obvious threat?
Yes. The other will stop at nothing to get what they want. In that way, they are very much like the Emperor.
Any ideas on what we should do next?
We must stop the Emperor. I believe we can still connect with the other and convince them to seek a peaceful resolution to this conflict. We may need to make direct contact at the core of the other, as the crew of Enterprise once did with Vija. That type of contact may succeed where I failed.
That could be difficult, Aaliyah. But if it must be done, we will find a way. Hello, Valsolis. You're kind of coming in at the tail end of today's stream, but yeah, it's a game people don't tend to talk about too much.
I understand the concern over me being dead, but sometimes that can be a big advantage, especially in the spy game.
Agreed.
Of course, the Terrans know I'm alive now as well. That'll make work on the other side of the mirror difficult in the future. but breaking cover and rescuing you seemed like the right thing to do.
We're grateful for your assistance at Pavo.
Don't mention it. By the look of things, there's a lot of dangerous work ahead. And we're gonna need all hands on deck.
Indeed. Thanks again, Commander. How's it feel to be back in the chair, Alita?
Enterprise is mine again. I expect I'll have to deal with a few would-be captains and their attempts to end me. But that comes with the center chair on a Terran ship.
So it seems.
Too bad Ilea wasn't able to talk some sense into the other. Not sure I like leaving it in the hands of the Emperor and his lackeys. Especially Killy.
We'll do what we must to stop them. Count on it.
The situation at Pavo is cause for great concern, to be certain. Tactical planners from the Alliance are working on our next steps as we speak.
I suspect they will need to work quickly, Commander.
Indeed. Fortunately, we have the data collected by DeSoto and the Coalition in the Mirror Universe. The path to success may lie within that.
Keep me posted, Commander. I want to be part of the next operation when it happens. Hello, Valleint.
Can't say I'm thrilled to see Lita in command of one of the most dangerous starships in existence, but these things happen on our side of the mirror.
Unfortunately so.
The Coalition could do a lot of good with a ship like that. But we'll keep up the good fight with what we have, when we can.
You're doing good work over there. It's appreciated.
Thanks. And speaking of that good work, I'll be getting back to it shortly. We'll keep an eye on what the Empire does at Pavo. When we have new intel, we'll get it your way.
Thank you for that. Good luck out there.
Looks like things are wrapping up here. I don't think it'll be long before we meet again. And get convinced to do something outrageous and dangerous. Ready to return to your ship?
Prague, one to beam up.
Security bioscan complete. Access granted.
Computer, transport object 53 Sigma to my location. Hello, old friend.
To be continued.
I've reviewed your report several times now, and it's still hard to believe what has happened. The Terran Emperor has summoned the Mirror Universe version of V'ger, and means to subjugate it somehow. To attempt such a thing is madness. And yet, the Emperor and his forces are out to do the impossible. What's worse, they may succeed. I've called for emergency meetings with our partners in the Alliance. We need a plan. And when we have one, we'll be in touch.
Understood.
We're sending a fleet
Oh,
to the
hey, a
Mirror
plan.
Universe to engage the Terrans in the Pavo system. It is our intention to disrupt their operations there and prevent the Terran Emperor from subjugating the entity known as the Other. I'd like you to be a part of this operation. Report to Captain Sean on board the U.S.S. Enterprise once you've arrived in the Pavo system on our side of the mirror.
Understood. Yeah, let's plot a course, just so that then we have a different place to end off. Fuck, that's not where I wanted to go. No. We're trying to turn around. But the Constitution. Look at how elegant she is. Simpler times they were, simpler times. This is the Tier 1 Constitution. the regular Constitution light cruiser. 3 weapon slots, just like any other tier 1 ship, but an additional engineering console. Along with slightly better hull and slightly better shields. And that's all she wrote. As the title says, this is a tier 1 run, and the Bunker Hill has had her day. Originally, we had a Miranda named the Bunker Hill. Save and continue. There she is, right there. She carried us from start all the way to the end of the Klingon Civil War, and I decided to give her a break because Jesus Christ. The only way I could think of doing another challenge run like this after doing this is a shuttle. And I don't want to do a shuttle. I don't want to touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. I don't want to have to go through a challenge run like this with a shuttle with a 10-foot pole. You cannot make me go through this with a shuttle. No shuttle only run. We ain't doing it. We ain't touching shuttles with a 10-foot pole. Sorry for my rant about this, but people wanted me to do a historically accurate NX run. No shields, warp 5, phase cannons. Not a fun idea. It didn't get enough support for me to have to do it, which I am thankful for. But the shuttle run would be even worse. And a tier 1 ship is already painful. Anyway, sorry for the little rant there. Let me actually wrap shit up because I have dinner to go eat. Thank you all for sticking around to the end of today's stream. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to check out the Discord link below for either staying up to date with shit, chatting with me off stream, or just having another way of knowing when I go live. Listen, if I can play through the entire game in a tier 1 ship, a tier 4 could easily do it. In fact, it'd be far easier if it was a tier 4 ship. But the reason why I went with a tier 1 ship was because, A, everyone gets a tier 1 ship at the start. No objections. In order to get a tier 4 ship at the start for a run like that, I'd have to buy a ship. I say, sitting in front of a purchased Constitution class. Don't Ignore the paid-for Constitution class sitting in front of you as evidence of me having spent money on ships in this game. Just ignore that evidence. But anyway, don't forget to check out the YouTube channel to watch all the previous VODs, which get uploaded Monday through Friday, same time every week, unless I forget about it. And don't forget to check out the Blue Sky to have another way of knowing when I go live. Once again, thank you all for sticking around to the end. Let me find a raid target for you guys, and feel free to ask some questions while I'm off doing that shit. Again, shit, advertisement. Again, when it comes down to the... When it comes down to that shit, it's more just, I've already done a tier 1, so there really isn't much reason to do a tier 2, is the issue. You see, I already went for these... Would a tier 1 be harder than a shuttle, or harder... Would the shuttle be harder than the NX? Anyway... The third hardest difficulty, challenge run, which is which is the tier 1 ship. Of course, an easier version of this run would be either the Klingons or the Romulans, because you get a cloaking device, which gives you access to cloaking. But the reason why I'm not going to do another run is more because A, I don't want to do a shuttle run, and B, there wasn't enough support for a NX run. If people ask about it on the Discord, maybe I'll come back and do a shuttle run, or maybe a run with the NX. But other than that, I'm not really looking into doing that. I'm gonna host a poll sometime later today or tomorrow about what we're gonna be replacing Stowe with once this challenge run is officially over and done with. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for sticking around. Enjoy the person I'm sending you off to. See you all next time. See you all next week. Goodbye, everyone.